Hello everyone, and welcome to the Long Dark, and back to DeadWorld. And I believe this is chapter 37. I should have looked before I started recording, but it is what it is. Before we get started, real quickly, I want to say thank you to Zach Nafane and all of his supporters and patrons. Zach was kind enough to shout out the channel in his YouTube community post and also in a post on his Patreon page linking the channel. And thank you to him and to all of those followers for taking the time to come and check out the channel. Got a lot of extra subscribers with all of that, and I appreciate his support, your guys' support, so thank you very much for that. Second of all, I would like to extend my well wishes and I hope that he is feeling better to one of my long-term followers and commenters, and that goes out to Humble Tracker. I hope that your vocal cords are recovering from the last episode where apparently I caused a lot of yelling at the monitor, and that has to do with the simple fact that once again my lack of map knowledge caused a bit of a stir. So let's get back in here to the game. Hopefully it won't be too loud. In fact, I think I have it turned up too loud. Let me adjust that. Okay. So anyway, we're at the small cabin down from the rope climb at Bleak Inlet. The mistake I made was somehow I was under the understanding that the bunker was located down on the lower part of Bleak Inlet over by the Hunter's Blind. I don't know why I was thinking that. I don't know why I was over there. I mistaken it for something else. I don't know. Maybe there's some other important thing over there that needs to be discovered. But nevertheless, we managed to just make it over here to be warm. Let's take a look at our stats real quick, 'cause it's been about 3 weeks since I've been able to play this, between work and other busy things going on. So we are at 78%. We should be able to heal up a little bit. Got a little bit of food on us, not a ton, but we should be able to find some. Here, I see a carrot underneath here. Got an aurora going on outside. So basically what we need to do is we need to get some rest and warm up a little bit and probably head back up to that bunker and check it out, because we still have one bunker left in this custom run that could be filled, and I know that that can be a controversial thing, but we used the first one, so I'm going to go ahead and use the second one, and then down the road, if we do another DeadWorld, maybe we'll say they're null and void or whatever. Oh, and the aurora's already over, so it got dark. So, oh, is this? Yeah, here we go. Let's just catch a nap until the morning. Only got a few hours, and we're not that tired, so let's try 5 hours. Maybe we'll get daylight. We'll be able to pick this place clean, and then we might just leave some stuff behind, either here or maybe even down at the bottom of the rope. Alright, is there anything that we need? Yeah, we can make a torch. That's always helpful. How are we on torches? And again, you'll have to forgive me. And we got a ton of torches. And a ton of sewing kits. And some bad beans. If beans weren't bad enough already. See, my thinking is that this would probably be the place to have the other bunker, because it's inconvenient. Wouldn't be easy to take everything out, but there could be some rabbit skins up there and maybe even a wolf hide that we might get lucky to drag along with us, because maybe with beachcombing and everything we can make a second coat. That would be awesome. Because, I mean, this thing puts almost 4, and this is only going to do 2.5, so every little bit of warmth is a good thing. There we go. Daylight. We are recording this on July 8th, 2024. This is about a week and a half, 2 weeks since the DLC hit. That was one of the reasons why I stopped recording. I buffered myself enough to make sure I had plenty of content to get through that, and then the other thing I was doing was planning for how my work schedule goes, because where I work I have to pull a Saturday, so everything was kind of tying together. So I knew if I got a pretty sizable buffer, I would be able to ride through the DLC and also get through my weekend and everything. But I'm running behind in getting recordings done because this really has to go out tomorrow. So how are we doing on cloth here? Do we need... you know what? This is fairly simple. Let's take another cloth. Okay, so not a whole lot here. Not much to get excited about. Some oil and salt. It'd be cool if we'd have found maybe some flour or... Ooh, potato. That's something, I guess. We have a potato and a carrot. Nothing, 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 nothing. Okay. Alright, let me take a peek outside real quick. See what the weather looks like, because I would really like to go back up there if we can. It's not that terribly far to the rope climb. Let's see if I can see it from here. It's like it's just like right over here. It's over by the fire deal, so it's just around the corner. Don't see any cattails jumping up. But we might see if this wind might give up a little bit. It's going to be so cold. Probably worth it to maybe heat up some teas and stuff when we're ready to go for sure. What do we got in the thermos? Only one thing. Okay. Well, that one thing better than nothing. Alright, so... Well... Don't have a ton to deal with. Alright, so let's make sure that's refueled. Where are we at with weight? We are way over heavy. Way overweight. Way over heavy. That's funny. So, yeah, we can definitely drop a ton of this stuff. We could take the food, obviously take clothing. I think I would drop all this fire stuff here. Let's go ahead and we'll just kind of start lightening our load a little bit. We'll take the one coal. We'll drop 4 books. What else can we drop? Oh, we can definitely put down some water here. And that will definitely lighten the load. Drop that. I think we could lose the can opener for a quick excursion. Did I actually drop it and go through the world, or did I not drop it? Where did my can opener go? Oh no. Well, maybe we'll find out our can opener again. Maybe it'll repopulate. Oh, no, I didn't get rid of it. Never mind. There it is. I was like, I could have sworn I dropped it. Alright, so let's put the can opener away. Let's put some of those away. We don't need these. We can put one flare away. We'll keep one flare for emergencies. We don't need that. I'm going to say we can leave that behind. Now, it may seem counterintuitive to come back over here, but at least this way we can come over here to warm up and then gather our stuff and we can sleep and everything. And I know we can sleep up there. So we've got a granola bar.
I would drink almost anything about now.
Really? You sure about that? Desperate times for desperate measures. Okay, so we got some food on us. We're nice and light. We've got the crampons, right? We got the crampons on, right? No, we don't, but we have them, so that'll make going up quicker. Won't tire us out as much. All right, so we will do that here in a second. Let's go back out here real quick. Not great. I'll tell you what. It's still early in the day, so let's take another 1 hour nap here. Okay, let's take a peek now. You get so tired anyway. You know what? This is just about as fantastic as it's gonna get. So only really got one tea, so no. Light the fire. I think we should be able to make these. You know, like when some of the maintenance yards, especially like at the train station, and there's like another maintenance yard going into FA and stuff. There's all these stuff here. A wheel would be perfect. You could just take the wheel without the middle cut out and just make a grate. You can do all this other machining. Why can't you just, you know, do a little welding? That's funny. It makes the noise. Ooh, maybe we should make the beans. Oh, forgot the can opener. Oh well, too late now. Oh, we didn't lose anything. I forgot. We got super cooking. And no. Place this tea. So that we'll use this and that to warm up. This will give us food and warmth, and then maybe we drink this right before or after we get up the rope. Good time of the day. We've still got some food backups, so. Oh, it won't let me just eat it. I have to take it. Okay, let's go. This is a great plan. What could go wrong? Oh, it got foggy. That's actually better for our warmth issues. Alright, no sprinting. No picking up sticks. one other thing too, and y'all can let me know if you hear it or not. I have a small fan running down towards my feet to try to keep cool in my little office studio area. For those that may not know, I live in Arizona in the Phoenix metro area. And needless to say, it's summertime here. And summertime here means 115, 118 degree temperatures. And God love our AC, but it still gets warm. So if you hear the fan noise, by all means, let me know. I did a couple little tests, and I've got the microphone set so that like low frequencies don't show up, and I've got it blowing down towards my feet, not really up at the microphone, so you're not getting the wind noise. So I'm hoping you guys don't hear it, because it's going to be really tough to do some of these recordings. It's even early in the morning. I mean, our lows are what some people have for highs in the summer. So, I mean, like, sometimes when it's 118 here, our low is like 92, 95. It's crazy. All right. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to get on the ledge here quickly. We're not freezing to death. Actually, you know what? This might be a good time to drink said tea. I'm going to drink half of it, seeing how I don't have a ton of them. All right. Here we are back in the upper portion of Bleak. Okay. Now I'll have to give credit where credit is due. And that is, if I remember this correctly, it's either up there or up over here. I watched a little quick video from Big Fish, who has quite a few videos on where the bunkers are, and you know, thank you very much for sharing that. And he is definitely the one I watched to figure out where this is. And I also didn't realize this too, because I came over here very quickly on a little quick run just to make sure I didn't get lost. But there's a cave over here too that I've completely missed. So, you know, never claimed to be Magellan, but obviously map knowledge is so important. So we'll check that out before we leave. I want to make sure I find this bunker, because I can't remember if it was up this way or up on the other side. I think it's up here. Come on. Don't get hung up. Don't get hung up. Don't get hung up. Don't get hung up. You're going to get a sprain here. Thank God for the crampons. I didn't follow the right little pathway. Oh, we're getting cold. Come on, Astrid, move. I know. You got hung up. Ah, I was right with the first cast. Here we go. What do we got? Empty? Empty. Okay. Actually, this does not bother me that this is empty. I was so afraid that this would end up being like the other prepper cache like we found in Timberwolf Mountain. And be just an absolute pain in our derriere. The only thing I could think of was that if it had enough food, I would just hang out here for a day or two and do repairs and kind of hibernate and heal up a little bit. But in actuality, nope. Not so lucky. So we've got half a tea we could warm up. I'm going to sleep for an hour. And we are going to head right back down. Go to that cave and see if there's anything in the cave. And we may start a little quick fire there. And I'll heat up my remaining tea and coffee. And try to get back to our little hovel. And collect our stuff. Now, not that I've recorded it, but I've also kind of given the misery mode thing a try. And it is kind of interesting how there are some aspect of it that are very DeadWorld-like. Now, granted, you have a lot more wolves. It's almost like Stalker, so on that front. But the weather changes and the loot and stuff like that are amazingly similar. Okay, we did come over here. I thought we hadn't been over here. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We're not stellar warm over here, but let's do this. I don't think we can do a mag lens. Let's try it. I keep forgetting about the mag lens. No, can't do it. Alright. Yeah, just use matches. This is not going to be a 500-day run. I saw what Sunder's Pass looked like. The one good thing is we won't have to deal with the timber wolves like everybody else, but my goodness, we're going to have to...
Come on, little fire.
We're going to have to be so prepared, tea-wise, to move about. We're going to have to keep our thermos full of hot teas.
Perfect.
Alright. Let's add a few sticks here.
Man, I could eat anything.
How about a carrot? Can you eat a carrot? I have a carrot to share. Alright, so add fuel. I don't want to use up... What are we dealing with here? Ugh. Are we warm in the bed? No. I didn't want to have to burn my coal to warm up. Alright. Take a torch. Probably going to lose a little health on this, but I'm going to live with that for the moment. I wasn't going to try to make this an all-day endeavor to go up and back. It was either going to change our stars and we were going to hang out for a day or two, or it was going to be a hit and run. I think we can afford to pick up a couple of sticks. You know, I heated those up, but I wonder if it would be worth going up to the cabin there, take an hour nap because we're a little tired, and warm up that way. Foregoing the tea. Because all I got left is one more coffee. I'd really like to save that. You know what? Let's do that. decision in the moment. If I have to burn my coal to do whatever.
I can't feel my hands.
Yeah, well, we've discussed this before, Astrid. I can't feel your hands either. I'm assuming I dug in here already. I'm doing decent on temperature. We're only 2 down, so I'm thinking if we're warmed up. Yeah. Lord, oh, we left water up here. That's cool. Alright. Are we warm in here? Yes. Sleep for now. Weather's going to change. Good, bad, or indifferent? Not bad. Let's go. Do we need any of the water that we left behind? No. And it's going to get really bad. We don't have the supplies to stay up here. I really don't have the supplies to stay down there either. All right. The one advantage I see is that the wind is blowing in a favorable direction once we get down. I know we're cold, but the wind is blowing towards the cabin, so we won't have that fighting us, I hope. And then we can haul up once we get there. So much to see and do, and we're held in by the weather. I think about all of the food and things that I probably have missed in this run. And other runs too. It's just all right, Astrid. Let's go. So anyway, I was mentioning misery mode. I like it so far. I don't profess to be the great player that's going to, you know, master it, but I like it. I've made it to day 8. I've gotten my second affliction. I'm holed up in Ash Canyon, which that was kind of an interesting deal. I like that you start in the same spot. That's always been one of the big things that I've always advocated with the custom settings, is that it would be nice if you could pick a spawn point, so that way with challenges and what have you, people can all start on the same footing. Okay, home sweet home. At least we are warm in here. That's a positive. Let's go ahead and eat this amazing nuts and stuff. All right. I'm not going to worry about a fire at the moment, but we will keep Mr. Potato in mind. We need this. We need this. We do not need the can. I'm going to take the sewing kits and one of the whetstones. Curious.
I need to rest soon.
It's been long enough that I'm looking at that thinking I'm missing something, and I could have easily left it behind someplace. Sorry about that, Ted. A little bit of a frog in my throat there for a second.
Starving.
We know we left our knife behind someplace. I'm thinking it's in Coastal Highway. But I don't see my hatchet either. I'm hoping I left it behind in like Trapper's or Camp Office. Because I knew we were going to have to swing back that way. Because in order to get to Mountain Town and Hush River Valley, we were going to have to go from Blake through part of Muskeg and on into, so that was the thought. And I may have left it behind. I have not watched those videos, although I have been watching some of the early videos of this, because I've been doing an edited version of the earlier days of this. If you haven't seen that, I jokingly call it DeadWorld 5 for people in a hurry. And it is essentially an edited version of all of the episodes of this run. And why crouch? Just force a habit. It is too cold out here to do much of anything. But I want to take a peek. So we could use cattails and teas. In fact, I see teas. I see teas. A lot of teas, maybe. But we're not warm enough. And I gotta go back. Doggone it. We didn't warm up enough. Back in the house, Astrid. Crazy lady. Alright.
Damn, I'm freezing.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that before you walked outside. Alright, let's eat a couple of cattails. I'm going to take a quick nap here. But we definitely need to go get those teas, because that's, right now, that's traveling teas. And there's a couple more rice sheets over there. I'm glad I looked down at the meters. I didn't do that before I walked out the door. Okay, we're warm. A little better. A little better. Is it full on blizzard out here? Because that I won't go out. No, it's just windy. Maybe we won't go out in this. I mean, you get so cold so fast. You go grab some sticks. Even the act of doing this is difficult because you get so cold.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Astrid. Hunger is definitely going to be an issue as long as we stay here. Tell you what though, what we should probably do is trade these out for these. Because we could use the extra warmth anywhere we can get it. In fact, that may be a good task right now. Let's harvest those. I know it's coming up on nighttime. We won't be able to do much. I know that none of this is going to give me any stellar improvements. It's all 0.1, 0.1. There's not a whole lot to improve upon, really. Yeah, I could do it all. I could fix all of this, and I might see 24. And it's a lot of time and effort and calories for not much return. All right, I'm going to grab that. I think I'm good with all of this here. Let's take another 1 hour nap here. We're starting to get to that lean zone, and we're going to have to get over to the cannery, which is where I have a feeling a good portion of our food is going to be, with the little work village and beach combing and this will be interesting because it'll be kind of the last little bit of beach camp. Oh, good Lord, we can't see to get out of here. Can't even go outside again. Okay. Let's eat the big meal. And is there anything we can process? We can make a reishi. We picked one. We managed to have enough to make a tea. See, I think the wind is knocked down. It's just... Alright. We got tunnel lamp oil. Let's go take a peek. That's all we can do. It's not great, but... It's hard to see with that thing. Alright, let's see if we can't grab some more of these. See, as soon as you step outside, the weather says, I don't think so. Alright, that could be it. I'm gonna go check these other two. Yeah, Astrid, we're going back in. I swear we are. Alright, that was it. So we might be able to get one more tea. Come on. You're going to have to sprint a little. Oh, good. Good job. Good job. Good job. Hey, I did it without looking. I was hoping I would be able to sneak in here. Okay, let's get a drink. And just to make sure we're good and tired. Not that we aren't. Alright, so now we have enough to make 2 teas. That will help.
I need to find a place to rest.
Well, we found one. Jeez. Chillax. Just a few seconds here. I hear the wind has died down. That's maybe a positive. kind of see. There we go. I'll be able to see a little bit.
I need to find food.
Yeah, that is a very true statement. We need to find food. Okay. It's just so cold out here, Astrid. Just so cold. Let's take a peek over here. Let's see if we see any cattails. It's hard to tell, but I don't... Nothing jumping off the page that there are any over there. Yeah, I know. Just how cold you get. Just that fast. Then you get hung up. I can only imagine. Whoops. Come on. On the 74. We keep losing a tick here, a tick there, because I'm trying to get outside and do stuff and beat myself up over it. Alright, so let's do this. Let's burn a match. You know what? Start the fire. That's funny. It's 100% start with this setup. The second edition of the compilation, the DeadWorld for people in a hurry. There's like a middle section there where episode 5. I was editing that, and the whole episode is Astrid just failing at fires over and over again. And I got to laughing so hard about it. Hey, no, put it away. Thank you. Put it away. Thank you. Let's do a cedar. Save our coal. Cook the potato. Place. And let's do a liter of water. It should be about the same. So anyway, during that editing that compilation, there's a whole thing that ended up being about 10 minutes long in there. That was just nothing but Astrid failing at fires, and I finally got fed up and I made her read one of the fire books to get her skills up, and it moved her up to level 2. And I no sooner did that, we went up the ladder. We were at the prepper's cache and went outside and lit a fire the first time. It was like amazing for her not to fail. Alright. Have a potato. Not a ton of calories on that, but let's make our teas. Okay. And make the tea. Alright. What do we look at? What do we look like? Oh, wind's blowing in completely the wrong direction. That is not going to work. But I'm going to keep these teas here like we're going to leave. Nothing to make. Why don't you make liter water?
Man, I can eat anything.
And you got nothing to make except heating up the coffee. So make some more water. How long does my fire last? 27 minutes. Do I want to commit any more to this fire? There we go. Let's do that. Even if it was cold, I would go towards the fishing huts or the workers' camp or whatever you want to call it, regardless, because we can't stay here. And I can't let the cold continuously hold me back, even though we need to heal. But what we need to do is we need to find a place to heal. Now the weather has shifted. It's still blowing, very windy. Bleak is very cold as it is. Alright, you know what? We're going to take the oil. I'm not going to be able to use the salt. Let's give this another hour. Alright. Is there anything to mend, do? And the rabbit gloves, if I had rabbit. I'm going to repair these. Between the two, it's going to give me maybe a half degree.
Think about his food.
I'm getting low on food. Yeah, warmth bonus is still 23. 4 minutes. Let's take a look outside. Oh, this is much better. Oh, we need to go. I see. I wanted to kind of follow the river down and go that way towards the work camp, because we might find some cattails along the way, which would also be fantastic. So, all right, let's eat a few cattails. We don't want to lose well fed. I mean, really, you know, Humble just recovered from laryngitis. We don't need to give it to him again. I'll keep a dozen. One more. All right, let's do this one, and we're going to put it in the thermos. One of these days, we'll fix the thermos. I mean, if you can take a drink from the water bottle, you should be able to take a drink from the thermos. Just, I know, crazy thinking. Radical. Radical. Stop being radical. We love the game, Hinterland. We just would like some minor quality of life changes. Drinking out of the thermos would be one of them. We know you nerf the tea so they won't stay warm in our pocket in a cup. We get that. We understand. Not all of us have a china cabinet hanging off of our tool belt. Oh, I see a couple of cattails. This is good news. What do we got here? Is this lunch for later? What do you have to share, Mr. Deer? A little bit of a lunch. Let's hope we don't freeze to death over this. Okay, taking you. Transfer. Alright. I'm going to attempt to drink half of that and see if we can't drink the other half here in a minute. Yeah, I know, Astrid. Don't see anything that way, but let's take a peek here. I don't know if there's more cattails this way or not. Not gonna lie, Bleak Inlet isn't like one of my favorite hangout spots. But I've been here enough to know some of it. Like I knew where this cabin was and everything, but I don't know if we're gonna find any more cattails. And I think that wraps around eventually. Because I know, like, you have to deal with the bear and... Alright, we're gonna get cold. Drink the rest of this tea. I don't know if it's gonna save us or not, but... Again, look at the wind. It's blowing against us. It knows. Now there's the road right there. That's kind of where we want to go, but... Are we going to make it there with enough life left in our blood to make it worth our while? I think we're going to have to exhaust ourselves. I don't even know if we can make a fire hot enough without burning our coal. Although there is some coal next to those little fishing huts, so maybe that's what we need to do. We get to this little rock over here. Got no more teas to make, though. I see the little broken lighthouse. That leads to the bridge. I know, that's our biggest problem right now, Astrid. It's the cold. We're gonna end up needing to hibernate for several days to get over this, and the problem is that we don't have enough food to do that. Okay, windbreak. Light. Do it. We got no time to screw. Oops. Use this. I lit that for no reason. I was so worried about the accelerant. Put on the coal. Don't worry about sticks, I guess. This is either going to warm us or it's not. How we doing on water? Got plenty. We are barely warming up. The air temperature is negative. We are at equilibrium. Killer warm fire, and it's still not enough. Don't burn your... Ugh. Going back to the misery one. I can already see that happening right now. I'm in, like I said, I'm thinking day 7, day 8, and I'm holed up in Ash Canyon. I'm headed back to Timberwolf Mountain. I'm going to try to get up the up to the summit. I've got the backpack, but the weather is doing the same thing here as it does in there, and the cold factor kicks in. Oh, there goes my fire. You. All right, we're gonna stay here as long as we can. We're still warming up. We will drink our coffee. I've got 1 stick left. I guess I could try a book. It's 6 minutes. Gonna warm up as much as we can. At least with the wind blowing this way, we don't have to fight it quite as bad, I hope. Alright. Let's try our stick. Nope. Not gonna work. Sometimes you can cheese the fire a little bit and you can add a stick and it'll go back to 9. And you can kind of nurse a fire. TLD said, not today. Alright. One more try with the stick. Too windy. Alright, we're still warming up. It'll go to embers, and then the heat will go away. And that's when we're going to drink the coffee, and we're going to booger out of here. Embers still. We're almost at 50%, which isn't too shabby. We drink that coffee, we'll have a little more energy too, so. Come on, sweetheart, we can do this. Still got embers. Can I add the stick? Nope. It's burnt out. There we go. Drink. Go. We're so close. That's what's so sad. But the bad part is if we hadn't have done that to warm up, we could have easily been at 50%. And with the healing so reduced. I know there's more here. I'm just grabbing what's right there. We are still fighting the cold. There's a couple of cattails out there. That's good. Take you. This is boarded up. All right. Whew. How bad? It's going to be a constant thing. How bad? Down to 70%. We're just bleeding life away. Something's telling me that we're not going to find much food here. Drink the soda. Well, it was about as exciting as I thought it would be. full-on blizzard. You know when your life is taking a terrible turn when you're out there in this weather trying to scavenge 2 cattails. So it's -2. Okay, we're good. We're wet. We still have some food to make, thank goodness. Just don't know if we can make that outside or not. Oh, dummy. There's fireplace in here. Silly. Alright, let's make food. What else we got to do? I mean, really, what else we got to do? Thank goodness for the fireplace.
Come on, little fire.
Yes, please, Astrid. Come on, little fire. Okay. That out. Do you have anything that we can... Yeah, let's use the cedar. I want to save the coal. All right. Thank you, Mr. Deer. Now, my odds-on guess is that over at the cannery, we will find food. There'll be a whole bunch of... Oh, look here. Ruined dog food. That's something. That might buy us. If we get over to the cannery, there should be some sardines there at the very least. And I guess this is as good a time as any to have the blizzard, because we'll be able to check out the beachcombing if we have enough stamina and warmth to do so. I think the one strategy with the misery mode that comes into play that does not come to play into this that I'm looking forward to is you'll have the ability to hunt the ptarmigans, which is going to give you feathers for warmer clothing. I would love nothing more to be able to build those warming wraps. I mean, that would be amazing right now. And then the other thing is that with fishing and rabbits and that, I think if you could use the snares, and I think my theory is that I've already been collecting stuff to make a bow, and whether I get to a forge or not, just to make fire hardened arrows to hunt the rabbits and the ptarmigans, I think is gonna be a helpful strategy. There we go. Maybe that will buy us until tomorrow. I think you can do a half liter. And you do the same. It will be good. Alright, we've got enough cattails to get us through another day. And then we've got our ruined dog food, which in actuality, let's just eat that now. We're not carrying it. This will give us a full belly almost. We don't want to be carrying this stuff. Let's break down these. Firewood is important. We'll let that go out. I'm not going to waste fire on it. Yeah, I think we've got a whole bunch of stuff at camp office. I'd have to go back and look, but because we don't have any of the stuff that we normally have. I think I even made the sled. Something's got me thinking that I made the sled. And it's sitting over there. So I think we left a lot of stuff behind at camp office and or trappers. I forgot what I was looking at. I wanted to see how much cloth we've got. How much cloth does it take to make a snow shelter here? Does it show me in this? If I go outside. $15 sticks and 5 cloth. Okay. It's not a tactic that I've used often, but I'm thinking that it may come in handy when we start heading towards like the Forsaken Airfield. I think that's when it's going to start to show. Alright, I'm going to take an hour nap, see if this stupid storm blows over, then we might be able to go grab the rest of that coal or go beachcombing or something. Nope. In fact, I'm glad we didn't put a fire on the porch. We would have lost it. Thank you, fireplace. Alright. Let's keep doing 1 hour at a time. I'm not getting any kind of bonus anyway, so. Oh, now I got dark on me. Well, that's convenient. Okay, well, the bed was chair. There it is. At least you can't get too lost in here. I'll give it that. No teas to make. Darn. Gonna pass time. Pass time. Oh, come on, Storm. Give me a break here. Sleep for an hour. Just hear it raging in the background. See, I'm glad we found that deer and that dog food because we're still doing okay on food. All right, let's pass time. The ominous music isn't good. Like how it builds up to the little climax. Really adds that movie drama thing, which is, you know, kind of what video games have kind of become in a way, because I really enjoy like the story mode portions of some of these games. Boulder Gate 3 probably comes to mind right now, but even like Mass Effect and Dragon's Age and all that stuff where there's a story, it's in the narrative, it's so cinematic in some ways. It's like you're playing the movie and the music and everything. So it's kind of really cool. 72 days. Cardboard box, bed. Oh, don't make me turn the lamp on. Please. I'm probably looking at the ceiling. What's the bet? Nope, looking at the fireplace. Figured I was looking at the ceiling. That was funny. We had that so prominently spaced. Well, it's not stellar out here, but let's take advantage of not a blizzard. We probably won't get any further than going over here, getting the coal and going back, but I feel the need to be productive. We're still kind of in a precarious place. Wow, this is very green. I wonder if these people are from the ZOC. They were contaminated when they moved here. Yeah, I know, Astrid. We need to get back inside already. It's just awful. We can get so little done. I know. I hear you. I hear you. We're going. It's a beautiful sky, though. Look at that. Dark blue clouds. And the shadow silhouette and the snow.
My fingers feel numb.
I know. I'm going to get you inside just in time. But I got to soak this in. This is so pretty with that dark blue. That's so pretty. I mean, how can we not enjoy that? All right, let's get a drink. How worn out are we? We might make it till morning. We'll put in for 6 or 7 here. I don't think we're gonna sleep that long. But we probably need to wrap this up. Not quite. It's past time. Sun's just starting to come up. There we go. Let's go see what the day's got for us. Oh, look at this. It's cold, but it is not bad. Let's shimmy down here. Take a peek. I'm kind of doing this quick, so don't yell too loudly if I miss anything. Oh, I see what could be pay dirt over here along the fishing. Nothing. Thanks for nothing. Alright, so see, I see some wonderful beachcombing, and I'm hoping this is what it looks like. Okay, that's a sapling. Not worried about that, but this is a fish. Look at those calories. How fantastic is that? Don't fall in. Please don't fall in. We might not recover that. Oh. That changed our stars, huh? Alright, run back. Get back before you get cold. That was very productive, Ashley. Very productive. Look at that. We even had enough energy to get you back here before you froze to death. Perfect.
The cold is making my head feel thick.
All right. Let's keep that as a save point because we're getting about an hour, 15 minutes in. So, next episode, we're We're going to have a fish fry, and that should get us through the day. And hopefully it'll warm up a little bit. The weather will stay halfway decently nice. Maybe we can get over to the broken down lighthouse and go check that out. We need to get over to the cannery because I have a feeling that's where we're going to find a lot of food. We kind of need to find a place to haul up with some food so that we can recover our health a little bit. We've been kind of leeching it away a little bit as we press forward. So trying to do these in little sprints, not to run out too much and get into trouble, but we need to heal up some. Anyway, thank you very much. As always, for everyone who comes in and watches, especially if you get to this point. So thank you very, very much for watching. And with that, we will catch you on the next one.